beautiful, cloudy, rainy day in Seattle, Oklahoma. Still can't go to work. Every time we get a break in the rain, it's perfectly spaced to where we get more just in time to not be able to actually go get started on anything. So when we had the booth at the Tulsa Farm Show last year, I got to talking with Mr. John that owns Four Seasons Ag here in Oologah and John's Tractor Works in Veneta. And he was showing us the Kioti skid steer, and we got to talking, and long story short, he was like, man, you need to come demo this thing. I just come up here anytime and grab it and go run it and see what you think. So we figured what better time than today to go grab it. There's never a good time, so this is about as good a time as any. It's just dry enough that we can do some stuff here around the house, but too wet to go get started on a project. So we're hooking up the dump trailer and we're gonna go pick this thing up and give her a try. See how she does, see how she compares. Okay, so first impression sitting in here, it's pretty quiet-ish. I mean, it's comparable. All your controls, something I'm not used to having a swing door on my machines, all of your controls are, of course, in the back. Your cup holder's way back here. It does have these top vents, which would, oh yeah, that's nice. Right there at the neck. Like I said, roll door, all the features in this one, and then the camera, so you unlock it back here, your camera is automatically comes on as soon as you're backing up. So that's pretty neat. Like I said, got this air duct that goes all the way up here. That's nice. Having a roll-up door and having everything behind you, it is very nice having air coming from in front the same way that these other machines would. So here's the, like I said, the display. But yeah, plenty of room. I mean, I'm not the tallest guy in the world, but there's way more room in here than there is in my 595. So plenty of leg room. I mean, it's big down here. So it was holding water. They had it parked on a slope, like leaning back, and it's been raining its ass off. There was probably, I don't know, 4 inches of water in the floorboard. So I mean, it's good because it's sealed from the top, but it's letting water in and there's nowhere to let it out. So that's not great, but you know, I'm sure they'll figure it out. The window slides on this work way better than the 595 over there, so that's also a plus. It's got 2-speed, standard flow, but other than that, about everything you could want, I think. So we're gonna go see how she does. The old Kioti earning her keep. We're getting us a small little pond dug here at the yard. We needed some topsoil and some fill dirt as always, but the bigger priority is we need some water to irrigate the soil yard here, and also for washing equipment and just whatever else you may need water for. So getting her dug out here, I'm about to go dig us a cord trench right through that low creek there. It's all silty, and we got all the soil off, so we're about to start rolling clay. Got the Kioti just running around cleaning up some topsoil. Well, we got a full day running on the old Kioti skid steer. I like it. More on it in the morning. We're not getting rained out yet, but we're getting lightninged out. So lightning doesn't scare me as much as it probably should, but in the track hoe waving around a 30-foot tall lightning rod, it's not ideal. So I think we're gonna shut her down. We'll get the old Kioti washed up in the morning and take it back, and I'll wait till daylight to give you all my thoughts on it.
Scared of nothing and I'm scared to death.
Coyote skid steer in 4 words, it would be spacious, powerful, tough, and loud. It's very loud in here, but that's what headphones are for, with noise cancellation, I guess. Plenty of room, well built, got a horn. You can't hear the horn over the hydraulics, but other than that, I mean, I like this machine. It's not the most stylish machine to me. I think it's very plain and simple, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'll back her in here a little deep. For your cooler, there's 2 bolts right here, and it looks like, you know, there's hinges over there, greasable hinges, so you just spin this thing out of the way. That gets you access to everything right here. And if you look at where the cab is, I think you would get to most of your stuff fairly easily from the front side if you rolled the cab up. Air filters right here. You got a filter there, fairly easy access to all that stuff. You got a master kill here for your battery. Looks like pretty easy access to it. Another cooling fan up here. Good protection on all this stuff. I mean, your lines are inside the boom where they're fairly protected, and they're not running through the center. This machine, the lines run into the boom, so that's the definition. I don't remember where the hell they go in. You can see up there, that's the definition of protected. It's also the definition of a pain in the ass when you blow one of these. We blew one of these recently on a pond job. What a son of a bitch. You know, you got to run a 72-foot hose through the whole boom. So, pros and cons again with all this stuff, but I kind of like this design. Metal lines are going to be a lot tougher, but also, at least where I am, a lot more of a pain in the ass to change. I also have dealer support 7 miles away, so that would be, you know, probably not that big of a deal. I don't know. I could probably get one of those, but I shouldn't ever need to because it's a steel line running on the inside of the boom. So, pretty simple design everywhere. Another thing, you guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about cleaning this undercarriage, but on the Bobcat, when you're washing the undercarriage, all of the shit from your tracks piles right over the top and goes down off in there. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my entire life. And it's got holes right here just to make sure if it can't quite make it over, well, it's okay because it'll go through this hole. So, and there's no cleaning that. I mean, what a pain in the ass. On this one, you've got all that extra room in between, so nothing's really going to want to go over, and it's all sealed right here. It's all solid. So when you're washing this, like we just were, and all that mud is shooting out of there at Mach 7, it hits all this and deflects it downwards rather than running it all up in here and filling that up like it does on the Bobcat. So you can't do anything about it. Again, pros and cons, but I don't really see the pro in filling your main lift cylinder up with bullshit every time you go to wash it. The Deere doesn't have any of those issues at all because everything is closed in here behind it, so you don't really get anything up in there. But just like on the Bobcat, it's a pain in the ass to clean behind the sprockets. No hydraulic hoses running through here like some models, but you know, it's still a pain in the ass to clean behind this. Same here, as you can see. And on the Coyote, they nailed that, in my opinion. We haven't, you know, spent a summer with this machine, so I don't know all the pros and cons, but just at a glance and spending a day in it, that's kind of my take on it.
The kids are in town for a funeral, so pack the car and dry your eyes. I know they got plenty of young blood left in them, and plenty nights under pink skies you taught them to enjoy.
Well, we are saying goodbye to her, at least for now. Huge shout out to Mr. John with Four Seasons Ag here in Uwaga and John's Tractor Works in Bonita, and Mr. Mike. Appreciate you guys. Check these guys out. Big Kioti dealer. They've got Bobcat mowers. They've got everything. They got implements, attachments, the whole nine. Brush cutters, sweepers. They got a concrete mixer. They got a little bit of everything out here. So swing by, check these guys out. Great company, local. Love the Kioti. We may see her again in the future.
Don't you mention all the inches that are scraped on the door frame. We all know you tiptoed up to 4-1 back in 08.